Okay, we're looking at what I've called there are three of them. And of course, we start with a song. Unto the Lord be the glory, great things he has done. Unto the Lord be the glory, great things he has, great things he has done. Greater things he will do. To the Lord be the glory, great things he has done. Okay, we're going to look at a particular rivalry that dominated the Nigerian boxing scene for some period, some decades ago, and this was the rivalry between Joe Lasisi and Jerry Okorodudu. But what I want to bring out in this particular rivalry was that at one time, Jerry Okorodudu accused Joe Lasisi, of using jazz or juju to beat him in one of their bouts, one of their boxing bouts. In fact, he alleged that while he was in the ring fighting Joe Lasisi, you could see three of them. It wasn't very clear whether it was the beating that he got that made him see three people in the ring, or whether it was actually the spiritual means that he claimed that Joe Lasisi had used against him. But his coach had a very interesting take on the whole issue. His coach told him, as of course reported, that if you see three of them, hit the one in the middle. And I've also taken the joke to the tennis court where I play tennis. My friends tell me that the proper order is you play tennis first and then you reward yourself with, some bottles of beer. But in some instances, some people drink and then come to the tennis court, and I use the joke against them, and I tell them, if you see three tennis balls, just hit the one in the middle. But where we're actually going is, how Nebuchadnezzar was treating the exiles that he had carried away captive from Israel. And there were three men that, he was persecuting because they refused to bow to his ungodly demands. And these men were Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And what he did was he set up a fiery furnace, and threw the men there because he wanted them to deny their faith, and they were not ready to do that. And after he had thrown them in, believing that they were, of course, going to die from the fiery furnace, he had a very sudden realization, and that we find in Daniel chapter 3, verse 24. Suddenly, King Nebuchadnezzar jumped up in amazement and asked his advisors, "Did we not throw three men firmly bound into the fire?" "Certainly, O king," they replied. "Look," he exclaimed, "I see four men unbound and unharmed, walking around in the fire, and the fourth looks like a son of the gods." I mean, this was one of the most powerful men in the then world. He had thrown three people in the fiery furnace, of course, expecting that that would be the end of them. Only for him to realize that there were now four men in the fiery furnace, and actually coming to realization that like the fourth looks like a son of the gods, divine intervention. So we can trust God, we can believe God to intervene in our situation, so much so that people realize, even if they are using jazz or they are using spiritual means or they have a lot of earthly power, that is only God that could have done this, nobody else. That is only God's divine power that saved us and gave us the victory.